All right, what's up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. Going to give you guys an update on GDX. This is the gold miners ETF. We're going to break down some of the key levels that we're looking at right now, as well as some of the past and present divergences on the relative strength index, as well as the MACD. So make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. This is a viewer request, and I do those every single week. So if you want to see your stock, crypto, whatever it is in the next video, all you got to do is comment down below and I'll be happy to get to it as soon as I can. With that being said, we're going to jump straight into it. And so we rejected a major resistance level up here near the 34 area, okay? And we've started to pull back, but is this pullback all part of a healthy retracement to ultimately continue up higher, break through that 34 level, and fill the daily gap up we have to fill right around the $36 to $37 region? So, currently 2608 is that big line in the sand. What these three levels are is these are the three Fibonacci levels, right? And you have the 38.2, the 50%, and 61.8. And the reason we look at those is because those are the three most common and well respected. So, with that being said, you use these to identify if something's in an uptrend or a downtrend, but nothing moves in a straight line. Rather, you get a move up, retracement, continuation higher, or you get a move down, retracement, continuation lower. So, you can see that we had this really big move down. We retraced up to our major retracement levels, and we weren't able to break out through them. Once you break through your major retracement levels, that's how you can help identify a reversal, right? So if you move down, retrace, and then consolidate and break through those retracement levels, that would be an upside reversal. And if you move up, retrace, consolidate, and break through those retracement levels, that would be a downside reversal. So if we take a closer look, we can see that we had the big move down, we came up and we're starting to consolidate in this region here. Okay. So we're going to see ultimately, if we do push higher, if we can break through 29.27, 31.64, and 34.01, if we are able to break through those levels, then we have the possibility of getting a reversal. And like I said, coming and filling this gap up to around the $36 to $37 region. Okay. Now you typically see three and five wave moves in the market, right? So this would be a larger three wave down if we break through our major retracement level of support, right? Because we got the move up, we came down, and ultimately, if we hold above 2608, we could get the bullish scenario to play out here. So that's really going to be the line in the sand for me. If we break through that 2608 area and flip that from support to resistance, most likely we're going to come down and fill the gap down right around the $22 to $23 region on GDX. Now, the RSI and the MACD are pretty useful for spotting potential entries and exits, as well as spotting divergences. So take a look here how we essentially are flat on the relative strength index right here throughout this time period. But when it comes to the price of the stock, we've made a high, we made a higher high, and then we made more higher highs, right? So clearly the stock was in an uptrend, right? And we were heading upwards in direction. No secret about that. But what happened here on the relative strength index is we were actually flat. So this would be a slight bearish divergence. And if you also take a look at the same points on the MACD, we have highs and then we have lower highs here. So we're actually in a downtrend and staying flat while the stock is going up in price. So we've got a bearish divergence along those two. And you can see that resulted in a pretty nice move down afterwards, also by rejecting our, coming up near our major retracement level and getting a rejection there. So what I want to highlight is that currently we have a bullish divergence, okay, along the RSI and the MACD. Take a look how we have a low here, and then we got a lower low here. Well, if we look at our relative strength index, we see a low and a higher low. So we're creating relative strength while the price is going lower. We're near that 61.8% level of 2608. And we can see last time when we were at our major resistance level near the 6108 and we got a bearish divergence, we saw a nice move down. Okay, so there is a possibility because we're creating higher lows on the MACD as well as the RSI, and we're near our 61.8% level at 2608, we could end up seeing a nice push up. Okay, but remember the major resistance levels that we still ultimately need to break through that I went over in the last, in the previous part of this video. So, keep an eye on your relative strength index. Okay, if we end up breaking through this trend line here and it doesn't act as support anymore, most likely we're either going to be retesting the 26 level or, breaking through that level, trying to fill the gap down. But if we continue to bounce off of there and it causes a nice bullish pop in the stock, we could end up getting the nice five wave structure to play out. So it's at a really good level right now. to start looking at some potential trades. Now, of course, this video is not financial advice, but you know, you can use some good risk management here, right? You know, you can set a stop loss below 2608, and you'd be risking about $1 or $2, just depending on what price you get in at, to potentially make you know, $5 or $6 per share, and potentially even $10 per share. So from a risk to reward standpoint, it's not, you know, looking too bad right now. Now, there's going to be a lot of other factors that have to do with it, and really play out, you know, the interest rates, the dollar, taking a look at some of the treasury yields. You know, these things will kind of impact the price of gold, and, you know, could, you know, be a catalyst that really either sends it up or, you know, sends it down through, you know, to ultimately give us some clarity on which structure we're looking at. But at the moment, you know, we do have some bullish divergence on the MACD and the RSI. And we're very near that 61.8% retracement level of support. So it's going to be really cool to see, you know, what happens over the coming weeks. You know, do we get a follow through off of the bullish divergence, or do we break through those bullish divergence trend lines and ultimately break through our 2608 support level? With that being said, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you want to see your stock in the next video, all you got to do is comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can.